Hello everyone, my name is Samir Sardana. Welcome to the channel of Easy Connect. In this video, we will start with CAT 2018 quant questions, and we are going to learn the approach of solving all of these original quant questions with 1 minute one question approach. We are going to learn this approach of solving the questions without using formulas and without making equations. Throughout this series, I'll be uploading the chapter-wise questions of original CAT exam starting from CAT 2018. And the most important part of this video is going to be that you are going to learn this approach of solving the questions in less time without making equations and without using formula. So starting with the time, speed, distance questions of Quant 2018. In 2018 slot 1, there were 3 questions of CAT 2018, which seems to be the complex question, right, if you're solving it for the first time. But if you follow the approach which I am going to discuss in this video, those questions will look very, very simple to all of you. So let's start, guys. Here is the first question that we are going to discuss, and this is an original CAT exam question asked in CAT 2018 slot 1. Question says the distance from A to B is 60 kilometers. So what we are going to do is, first we will understand the information of the question. We will make a rough structure of it, a rough diagram, just to understand the question, and then finally I'll tell you the approach of solving the questions without making equations and using formulas. So let's make a rough diagram, guys. This is a technique that you should be following in every question of quant that you are using, that you're solving. Just make a rough diagram of the information so that I don't have to look at the statement again while I'm solving the question. Because if you have a rough diagram or rough structure of the question on the screen or on the notebook in front of you, then you don't have to read the statement of the question again. So this is what we are going to do. We will make a rough structure of the question. It says the distance from A to B is 60 kilometer. Right. So this is place A, this is place B, and the distance between A and B is 60 kilometer. Now it says Partha and Narayan starts from A at the same time. This is very important information, that both of these two persons, Partha and Narayan, start from the point A at the same time. So just note it down over here so that you don't have to go back to the statement. Same time. Okay, towards B. That direction tells us that they are moving towards B. Partha take 4 hours more than Narayan to reach B. They tell you that the difference of time between Partha and Narayan is of 4 hours. So if Narayan is reaching B at, let's say, 10 a.m., then Partha will be reaching B at 2 p.m., 4 hours after. So again, a very important information. You have to note down this also. Okay, the time difference between Partha and Narayan to reach B is of 4 hours. What else the question says? Moreover, Partha reaches the midpoint of A and B 2 hours before Narayana reaches B. Now, let's use this information. That when Narayana reaches point B, Partha reaches midpoint 2 hours before that point. So let's decide a time, right? Let's decide that Narayana is reaching at point B, let's say at 6 p.m. Right? Now 2 hours before this time, the position of Partha is midpoint of this location. That means Partha is at a distance of 30 km from B, and 2 hours before this time means Partha position will be at midpoint at 4 p.m. And we also know that Partha is reaching the point B 4 hours after Narayana reaches B. Now, if Narayana is reaching B at 6 p.m., Partha will be reaching B 4 hours after that time. Can I say Partha will be at this location at 10 p.m.? This is the question saying. It's not my statement. This is what the question is saying. That means you can see now here that the Partha was here at this location at 4 p.m. and Partha is at this location at 10 p.m. And this is what we are supposed to tell. We are supposed to tell the Partha speed. Now you see that Partha is traveling this distance of 30 kilometer from 4 to 10, that means in 6 hours. A distance of 30 kilometer in 6 hours will directly give me the speed of Partha, that is 5 kilometer per hour. I don't have to make any equation or use any formula to answer this question. I can straight away say answer will be the option C. This was the first question of time, speed and distance asked in CAT 2018 slot 1. Let's go to the next question. The next question is this one. Just go through the instruction, guys. What do we have in this question? A train T leaves station X. Again, first we will make a small structure of the question so that I don't have to read the statement again. Okay, let's make a structure of it, guys. You see that we have the location train T leaves station X. This is train T leaving the station X for station Y. Let's say this is station Y, and this train T is leaving at 3 p.m. Now train S start traveling at 3/4 of the speed of T. Now 3/4 of the speed of T means if I am taking the speed of this train as 4 km per hour, then the train of this the speed of this train which is coming from Y is 3/4 of this. 3/4 means 3/4 of 4 means 3 km per hour. Right? So this is not the real speed of the train, guys. This is not the real speed. This is just the ratio of the speed. That is, this train is moving at a speed of 4 km per hour. This train will be moving at a speed of 3 km per hour. And this train is leaving Y for X at 4 p.m. So write down the time over here. Time is very, very important to understand the question properly, right? This train is leaving at 3 p.m. and this train is leaving at 4 p.m. Now the two trains passes each other at a station Z, where the distance between X and Z is 3/5 of that of between X and Y. So guys, the distance between X and Z is 3/5 of this distance. So because we have 5 in the denominator, 3/5 means 3/5 times of this distance. We have 5 in the denominator. To make my question easy, I will assume that the distance between the station X and Y is 15 km. Why 15? Why not 10 or 30? You can take it 10 also, you can take it 30 also, right? 3/5, you just have to take it as a multiple of 5, right? You will get the same answer. That will not change the answer of the question. Okay, so let's assume the distance between X and Y is 15 km. To make my calculation easy, I have taken a number to be a multiple of 5 because I have 5 in the denominator over here. Now, if this distance is 3/5 of this distance, that means the distance from X to Z is of 9 km and the distance from Z to Y then will be 6 km. Okay, this is the information of the question. Now, how many hours does train T take for its journey from X to Y? This is what we are supposed to answer. Now you cannot say that 15 km speed is 4 km, so answer is 15/4. No, because this speed is our assumption. This is not the actual speed of the train. This is our assumption. We have taken the speed of train TS in the ratio 4/3 because that was mentioned in the question. This is not the real speed of the train, right? So you have to use this condition that when the train T is leaving, when the train S is leaving at 4 p.m., this train must have traveled a part of this distance in 1 hour because this train is leaving at 3 p.m. So by the time this train started moving from this location, the position of the train T will be slightly ahead of the station. That means this would have been the distance traveled by train in 1 hour. Now, once the time is 4 p.m. and both of the trains started moving towards each other, now you can use this point that the speed ratio is 4/3, guys. The speed ratio is 4/3, right? And you see that both of them started moving towards each other at 4 p.m. because I have taken the location of train T at 4 p.m. slightly ahead of X. Now see this, guys. By the time S reaches Z, the train has to travel a distance of 6 km, right? After 4 p.m., if this train has to reach at this point, the distance need to travel is 6. Now, the speed ratio is 4/3, guys. We know that if time is constant, in time, speed, distance, if time is constant, the distance ratio and the speed ratio will be same. If you keep time as constant, the ratio of distance travel will depend on the ratio of the speed. This is a basic thing that we should know. Now, here we know that if this train is traveling a distance of 3, this train is traveling a distance of 4. If this train is traveling a distance of 6, this train must be traveling a distance of 8. A basic ratio concept. Right, guys? So that means, can I say that after 4 p.m., this train has traveled a distance of 8 km from this point to this point. Now you are left with 1 more kilometer. right? This distance is 9 kilometer, and 8 kilometer out of 9 kilometer is traveled by this train after 4 p.m. So can I say this distance of 1 kilometer is traveled by the train in 1 hour? So can I say the speed of the train T is 1 kilometer per hour, and because we are supposed to tell the time from X to Y taken by train T, so this would be 15 kilometer distance with a speed of 1 kilometer per hour will be equal to 15 hours. So 15 hours is the time taken by train T from station X to station Y. This is one of the best methods to solve the question without making equation in the formulas. Question number 2 of time, speed and distance. There were 3 questions of time, speed and distance. Let me take you to the next question. Question number 3, guys. Just take a screenshot of it if you want to take it. Now let me take you to the question number 3. Here is question number 3, guys. Just have a look at the information of the question. What does it say? Let's do it, guys. Point P lies between points A and B. Okay, just make a rough diagram, guys, just to understand it. The location of A is here, B is here, let's say, and P lies between A and B such that the length of BP is thrice that of AP. So I have taken the point P over here, and the BP distance is thrice of AP distance. That means if this distance is 1, this distance is 3. Now car 1 starts from A, guys. Car 1 starts from A and move towards B. Simultaneously car 2 starts from B and move towards A. Now car 2 reaches P 1 hour after car 1 reaches P. If the speed of the car 2 is half of that of car 1, it is given that if the speed of this train of this car is 2 km per hour, then the speed of this car is 1 km per hour. That means half of the speed of this car. This is what the information is saying. Then the time taken by car 1 in reaching P from A. Okay, so guys, the important one statement that you have to use over here is that car 1 reaches point P 1 hour before car 2 reaches P. It is clearly mentioned over here that car 2 reaches P 1 hour after car 1, or you can say car 1 is reaching point P 1 hour before. That means if the car 1 is reaching at this point at 2 p.m., then this car is reaching this position P at 3 p.m. Right? This is the question. This is what the question is trying to say. So at 2 p.m. you can say car 1 is reaching, and at 3 p.m. you can say car 2 is reaching over here. Why 2 p.m., 3 p.m., 12 p.m., 1 p.m. can also be taken. This is not a part of the question. It's just to make you understand the statement of the question. Now, we have a speed ratio, guys, right? Car 1 and car 2 speed ratio is 2:1. That will also be the distance ratio. If this car travel a distance of 1 kilometer, in the same time, this car will travel a distance of 2 kilometer. And if car 2 has to reach point P, then this car have to travel a distance of 3, and during the same time, this car will travel a distance of 6. Now, by the time this car travel a distance of 3 kilometer, this car can travel a distance of 6 kilometer, but this car have to travel a distance of only 1 kilometer. That means when they start moving towards each other, the reason why car 1 is reaching 1 hour before the car 2 is because that the car 1 is supposed to travel only 1 kilometer. कार 1 को सिर्फ 1 ही किलोमीटर करना है और कार उतने टाइम में 6 किलोमीटर कर सकती है. So 6 किलोमीटर उस टाइम में कार ट्रैवल कर सकती है, बट कार को 1 किलोमीटर ट्रैवल करना है. That means this car 1 has saved time for 5 kilometer of traveling, and that 5 kilometer traveling time is 1 hour, because car 1 is reaching 1 hour before the car 2. So car is saving time because the car is not traveling 5 kilometer, and that time save is 1 hour. That tell me the speed of car 1 is 5 kilometer in 1 hour. It's very simple. This is something that you can read while reading through the question also. If you are good with the ratio concept of time speed, that the car 1 is able to save the time for not traveling 5 kilometer, and that saved time is 1 hour. That means speed of the car 1 is 5 kilometer in 1 hour. If the speed of car 1 is 5 km per hour, then what will be the time taken by car 1 in reaching P from A? Now the distance from P to A is 1 kilometer. A distance of 1 kilometer with a speed of 5 km per hour, you can see this guys, will take only 1 hour, 1 by 5 hours, which can be converted into minutes by multiplying it to 60. So 12 minutes is the answer of this question. This was again a TETA question of CAT 2018 slot 1. So there were 3 questions of time, speed and distance in slot 1 of CAT 2018, and we have discussed all 3 questions with smart approaches. After this video, you will also be getting the solutions of time and work questions, logarithm questions with the same approaches that we are using over here, right? So I will be discussing all chapter wise questions of all the previous year CAT paper, right? So now we have discussed for CAT 2018. Once we are done with CAT 2018 slot 1, we will be doing for CAT 2018 slot 2, then 2019 slot 1 and 2019 slot 2 also. And all these questions will be discussed chapter wise. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I hope you liked it, and subscribe to the channel to get the notification for updates. Thank you so much. See you.